Right, so this is going to be video 2 of Singed, because having a repertoire of more than... oh god, let's not even fucking go into that. This is never going to let me down, but at least it's more than the Blanc, which is a huge improvement over what it was when I wrote that damn guide. Rest in peace, TFG Season 2. Why did everyone have to freaking use it? Anyway, I am playing against Irelia, and the other thing I forgot to mention in the other videos was exactly what the hell it was. That one was a gold... both of these are gold 1-2 standard, which actually doesn't actually mean anything considering how it uses MMR, which we can't see anymore, so GG Riot. So what am I doing right now? Poison, because I am aware that my level 2 is far superior to Irelia's. So that's why I want to kill her. The other problem, however, runs when I'm aware of this, but I want to make something happen, right? So I want to like poison her down, and possibly kill her at level 2. I'm aware that this will leave me incredibly open to ganks, but it's just I hoped, right, that I should have backed off right here, but I wanted to push this and then leave, which is just like... Right. I'll show you what my mindset was. My mindset, I want to kill this person at level 2, right? And it's just I couldn't because well she took the smart way home, or just not trying to go back through here. If she went back through here, I would have tried to kill her. But as well, what I thought she was doing was going all the way around because she knew that she couldn't stay here. What it actually was the fact that I was going to give away first blood. Like, yay! God fucking damn it! I knew this would happen. Like, game didn't dictate. I knew this would happen. Except I took the risk and it didn't pay off. This happens sometimes, to live with it. So, yeah, learning the character. There's more to just running around laughing your ass off, like, as hard as it is to believe. And Eve was actually staying up there, but... why did she suddenly show her face? Because I wasn't as aggressive as she thought I would be, probably. How long was she here for? No. Right, I want to know what the heck happened, because I'm not pushing this as hard as people probably expect a Singe to do. So I don't bother going for her. And I don't actually... but she can't do anything, as though she also missed. But... I could have just run to the tower, it couldn't kill me, but I just didn't push as hard as she probably expected I would, because I just didn't want to. Right, I've had my fun, I tried, I took the risk and failed, so it's just same as last game. Let's just bide our time as far as we can. I really did not get the first blood, true, or my lane would pretty much be freaking ruined, but... oh god. Put it this way, at least in this game I don't get freaking... my other lanes don't exactly... oh my god, what the fuck, BBQ dominate. What can I say about this game? Graves is mentally handicapped. Zlara wants to make plays all the time, which is fair dues. Swain is Swain, and Diana is an absolute bullshit character, still my opinion, but oh well. You've heard that a million times as to why, but oh bleh. You want to hear it again? Well, you're going to hear it anyway. Base stats are retardedly high, and she scales... her defensive ability scales with AP ridiculously well, and of all the freaking assassin characters, she can melee someone to death. Because this passive scales of her AP. It's... so... Doc actually asked me at this point, why did you pop ult when she was trying to kill you? The thing was, I wanted to push this wave and go home. Right, I wanted to push this, so that's what I tried to do. But as it turns out, Trundle comes up here to gank. Right, thought Irelia was going to move, so I move around here and then try to cut her escape route off. As it turns out, I actually got blocked by this, so I couldn't get to Irelia to run back round again. And it just, what there? Did I need to ignite her? I don't know, but I didn't trust myself to actually get away with it, and I know how people hate... I did not want to tower dive, I didn't know where Eve was. Right, she probably couldn't kill me, but it was just better safe than sorry. I'm not good enough yet to actually know my damage potential per se. So that was it. So I now have a kill, she doesn't. And I will probably win all the trades. If I can get them. Right, so I'm busy trying to poison another minion, so if she tries to go for it, like now, she will just have to bite poison to the face. And it does hurt. The other thing I had to be aware of was I was almost certain that I had screwed this up. Because poison, just like any other dot, is basically damaged by you on them, and their tower will aggro. The other thing was this is now stuck in a spot where you don't want it to be. So I decided to just take a tower shot and poison the creeps, but if she equilibrium striked me a little bit earlier, I would have had to take another tower shot, maybe two if I was unlucky, but as it is I've now shoved it to a turret and on the way. It's like, Irelia is very good at farming under the tower. True, but it does cost her mana to do so. And she will run out eventually if we keep doing this, was how I saw it. So I pinked this because, sorry, everyone's pink budget went through the roof this game. And now we managed to find Eve. Like, 3 people here. And Trundle's... I can't even call it that. I actually like the update to Trundle. But yeah, by putting that, this was thrown off. And then she tries to go over the wall to flash over. And Singe, being the troll he is, like saying, nope. Do you want to see that again? Let's see that again. Because sod Eve, she was such a pain in my ass. You're dead. Screw you. I actually did not realize this was here. I saw the pink ward, I did not see the other world. Actually, I think I placed this in a bad spot. Right? Because on my screen, I couldn't see it. So, loading up this replay myself, I had to put it slightly over here because I actually cannot see the ward. And I guess you've done it too from my mistake. So I'm now going to farm behind the turret because Eve is dead and I can't be arsed. Except Eve comes back, I'm aware, I don't want to feed Diana, so I just run back to lane again. Like, where is Singed? I don't know, I'm standing on your ward. She always has to do with me because she knows that she can't trade in any way, shape or form. She tries to fight with me, I'll fling her, she has to eat poison, I laugh at her. If she's ever any remotely close to killing me, then I'll just pop ult and run. So poison was on her, so I ate 2 tower shots, but it's fine because Singed. Right, I'm almost certain there is some like pro Singed player. Okay, no, I'm probably June. Why the fuck are they watching my channel? Someone who's actually more competent with Singed than I am, yelling at me saying I should have killed her already. And he would probably be right, except I have no idea how to factor in Irelia's hidden style health and the Hex Drinker into it. So when I do manage to factor these in later on, I probably will. But I'm going to have a bit of a renaissance period of Singed at top lane, if possible. I don't know. The 2 champions I really want to learn again. One was Singed, the other one's Veigar. Because Vinegar. But I just don't see when I would ever use Vinegar besides versus Karthus. And when was the last time I ever saw a Karthus? Months. So why am I here now? Because I saw everybody in mid, so I know it's safe to. I'm a bit of a pansy even when it comes to proxy farming, except at the same time I'm aware there's something happening in mid, so I leg it over here. And see how much time I was wasting. So Diana's dead, and I'm like, screw you! And kill Eve, because sod Eve. Screw your first blood, screw everything, I will kill you. Rest in pieces. And Irelia is now trying to push the lane, not doing very well, so I'm just going to push it back rather effortlessly. Like, lol. And we're back to where we started. She'll try to farm, I'll just poison the creep wave, and every time she tries to farm, she'll eat poison to the face. No problem. Like, at this point in time I wondered, why is her farm so good? One was Irelia. B was, I went I lost some CS by trying to go help people. Because at the end of the day, I have 2 kills and assists. She has 1 assist. That was early on, and no kills. So I'm actually comfortably ahead. Or I was confident that I would actually be more useful late game. Right. So what the other question I'm sure someone's asking me why I picked these champions against this matchup, because I actually realized I'm not talking not a lot about the matchup. This is exactly what I mean by it's a bad spot to be in, but both of my CCs, which is the fling and the slow, Irelia's passive does not actually um, work against was your first advantage. Second advantage, I don't know. I don't think it's like one-sided, but at least it's not Singed versus Swain. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on for Singed? No. If all that's other Singed is just run through the minions, poison, run away. Because if she tries to activate hidden style and hit you, it's just fling her away. Fling her away, slow her, and your wave's gone. Like, is she going to continue hitting you, or is she going to... Is anyone... Like, you poison the wave, right? They can either waste their time hitting you, or... And I actually, fair play to her, I screwed this up pretty badly. Right, I'll go through what I said again earlier. What did I say earlier? What I said earlier was, once you poison the wave, and they're busy wailing on them, you then have the advantage of having your creeps hitting them, as well as you hitting them. Your ult gives you a fair amount of attack damage actually, as well as everything else. It's just they can't win the trade normally. No, I then screw up because she blade surge too. I should have expected it, but I sort of didn't react in time. So it's now hitting me. She flashes. This should have been a kill, but bleh. I don't actually know what the heck I'm doing. So she's on low health, but it's just, again, she's Irelia. She's going to regain a lot of this back really quickly. There's a fight in mid. I wanted to go over here and kill everyone, but I pansied out. Right. I didn't. I went for it, but then Janna freaking cock blocks me. So I miss a kill out on Diana. I don't know where Irelia has gone. Oh, she tried to come down because she saw I'd left. So that was that. Went to mid again, failed. And Irelia's now pushing down my turret. She gets it, which is irritating, but it's like she can't actually do anything to me. I'm just de-pushing this. I'm just going to end up pushing this as hard as I can. And every time she just goes for me, it's poison to the face. I will effortlessly push to your turret and keep you there. And I'm basically just staying top until I see something happen in mid that requires my Honestly, requires my attention, and so I would end up going there. But as it is, I'm just happily being singed, gaining levels, gaining gold, and being a general ass. So item choices this game, standard Rod of Ages. I then get Merc Treads because Eve is magic damage and Diana's magic damage, and just I realised that Diana would probably be a far greater threat to me than Caitlyn, and I was sort of right. I basically made a call that I didn't want to be CC'd because I wanted to keep going after the priority target. I didn't want to get melted by their magic damage, which actually always considered a bit dumb because you do not buy Merc Treads for resistance. It's not efficient. I'd buy for tenacity. But sod it, it was the best choice I had at this point in time. Well, that was my reasoning anyway. Whether it was right or not, I don't know. So I pushed the turret. I knew that was enough for the minions to take it down, so I left, went back and bought again. So buy health, because health, Giant's Belt against Irelia is what she hates the most. She hates armor more than you think she would. But then get a Giant's Belt and you will be golden. Like, the only other choice when I went into this game against Irelia was Vlad, and Irelia rips Vlad into a billion tiny pieces. It was just, nope. So that was pushing out them. They'll deal with it eventually. I was wondering what was going to happen in mid, if anything. Right. I didn't know where Irelia was. I would have run in. I wouldn't have run to engage. I wanted to run into engage it, then realised Graves in here. Sod it. I'm wasting my time here, aren't I? So now we're just busy posturing. Right, Irelia's here. This is eventually going to push in, so I'm just staying here. And Graves is showing off his complete and utter competence by being poked down. It's literally, fight has not started. He loses most of his health. Do you think that's it? Nope. This game was touch and go for a long time. It's sort of... When you don't play tank, you hate it when your tank does absolutely crappy initiates, and you also hate it when you have the advantage and your tank ends up doing something absolutely fucking stupid. When you're playing as the tank, you absolutely hate it when your carries have no idea what the hell they're doing and take so much poke that even if you initiate, you're dead. So at this point I reasoned that they would be able to hold mid, and so I went to try and put pressure on this turret to force someone to go back. And as my game plan was, as soon as Irelia came back, I would run into mid and initiate. Right, this was the plan, that's what I said, and saying, right, can we catch someone? This was a good chance we had, because no matter what happened, Irelia was here. This was going to be 5v4 at most, and therefore in our advantage. E was here as well, so it was 5v4, but... we managed to bind down Caitlyn. I mean, our support dies for it, but we still managed to kill Caitlyn, which is fine. And now I don't actually have a clue how Swain melted. How did Swain melt? Oh, he was on half HP. Okay, this might not have been the best idea either, but it was the best opportunity we'd ever have. We wanted to get something done. Caitlyn was out of position. We bound her down, but Zyra took a bullet to the face for it. Swain did not have a Zhonya's yet, but we assumed it would be fine, but alas, no. So he dies, it's just me and Trundle left, and I should have ignited Eve, but didn't. And we ended up trading 3 for 1, so that didn't actually work out at all. But, what should have been different? Can you see how they're both lying on top of each freaking... All three of them are lying on top of each other. They have 2 AoEs. Eve ult, and they have Diana who would probably pull everyone back together. Maybe it was a good wombo combo, but in my opinion, why were they next to each other? I don't know. But it's not my job to figure this out at this stage. It's just, I'm going to have them work it out for me, because Graves has shown he's completely and utterly incompetent. Kid you not, this is what you get at Gold 1. Everyone is fucking retarded. Whoever has the most retarded team loses. No questions asked. I mean, what the fuck was this, Eve? Anyway, so I know Irelia's up here because I saw she was recalling, and she tried to recall, failed, and now we're just trying to kill her because why not? And is she going to get away? I don't think so, because I will throw glue in front of the path she's taking, so she's slow. That forces flash, but then the rest of them are here, and I'm sure we do kill her. So Diana will probably try and kill me, but why doesn't she? Is it on cooldown? It's on cooldown. I probably should. I know. I didn't know it was on cooldown, but I reasoned to myself that I would still be able to live. She would go to me, then I'd just fling her away, I'd just run the other way again. That's all her gap close is used. It's just, I honestly was not afraid of dying at this point in time. Probably should have been. But, it's okay. If we managed to get 2 for 1. Yeah, we managed to get 2 for 1, which is fair enough. So, Eve had died. Ire and Diana were dead, which is why I stuck around and tried to push top out again. So I got bought Rylai's, I went and got a Haunting Guy, so I want to build into Leandries. I had no reason to build anything else right now because they're too magic. I should have gotten Abyssal. I was on my list somewhere, purely due to how much it would help Swain, it would probably help Zyra, it would help myself too. But at this point in time, I reckon that I would probably be better off with Bllaarrgghhh since I already had a Rylai's for extra tankiness. So I had warded this in preparation for AFK pushing, or split pushing, what am I talking about? And then we try and catch someone. And Diana does something stupid, so we catch her. Because why not? And then, except Jan does her best to save people. What the heck was Eve actually doing there? But no, we take the turret. Not quite sure why Trundle decided to subjugate Janna out of all people, who was just least tanky, but oh well. So Eve was here, Diana gets caught, so Eve decides to go in. Where's Irelia in all of this? Oh, Irelia was over there, maybe that's why, but they screw this fight up pretty badly. So Eve goes in, gets melted completely, and dies. So we have the advantage. Trundle was on low health, I am on half health, and I wanted to ask what the plan was. Do we dive or not? Trundle says no, he's going to go back, has to deal with this anyway. I assume, then was like, okay, let's take this turret, and my plan here was, in case he tried to dive onto Grey, just sit next to him in case they do something janky. They don't, and we managed to take the turret. And then I managed to glue this to cover our escape. Like, it is not coincidence that there's the three of us, right, saying time to leave, and there's one person going, her. Maybe it's the ADC because I want to get that last creep, but bloody hell. No, I return top. Because having played against like split pushers, it doesn't even have to be Singed. Like I've seen some Zeds who devote themselves to nothing but AFK pushing, then become a raid boss, and then when they send one person or two people to deal with him, one of them dies anyway. Because they have to deal with this. I saw all 5 of them over here, and so I'm just going to keep pushing this, because what else am I meant to do? There's no way I can get back in time. So I can just be annoying possible, and lo and behold, someone has to come back and deal with this. As long as these guys don't die, everything's fine. The only other problem was, though, I was not on full health, so I couldn't troll people around forever. So I went back because I didn't know what Irelia was. I could see some of them, but at this point in time, because I'm not 100% HP, I wasn't confident that I would live. Now, actually, it turns out later on that's not enough. You actually need your ult more than you would think. But what was it? I turned level 18 ages ago. And I'm still top. I already managed to keep up in farm with me, which is annoying, but I've had more teamfight present. So in this point in time, I would like to point out, what I said here was, Irelia is heading down. You guys should probably back off. What the fuck is Graves doing here? Someone? Anyone? Please? Please? What the fuck is this? What was his comment? I thought that was Singed coming down. What? So I'm just going to keep split pushing over here because there's no way I can get here in time. I see they've left, so I leave as well. I want to ward around. The only reason I went around here to ward because who the hell on their team would go up and then down again in order to get to me? They would go straight across. I assume they knew we were there because Diana legs it. I'm just going to stick around here because why not? The more I stay here, the more people I draw off, the better everything else is. And I end up having... There's a fair amount of flame in this game because I just don't understand what they were thinking sometimes. Not they, as in my own team. So I specifically said, I will go push bot, stay mid, or they'll just AFK push that in, and we'll probably lose an inhib turret if we're not careful. And it just... Why is Trundle here? Right, that was fair enough. Why is Graves here? And I just like, why? I'd already pushed it within a few seconds, and then I could just run back up top. What is Graves doing here? Right? What's Trundle doing here? This is the problem when you try to lead a team. It's like saying, this is what we should do. Correct. That is what you should do. That is how you would win. But if your team doesn't follow it, you are completely and utterly boned. So they engage, so I have no choice but to engage as well. I'm around the back, and I can just be an absolute ass to Caitlyn. And she's actually not hitting anything, which is fair enough. So this fight actually went better than we thought it would, although Graves then does a spectacular job of having all the reactions of a slug. It's just... Let's see. So Graves turns up. Right? And then she is Zonya'd for at least a second. What does Graves do? Let's unleash on her face. Was she trying to predict the Zonyas coming back off? Let's not go into that. So I'm now zoning out everywhere. 4 people. I thought I could kill more people in this, but nah, it wasn't to be. So I tanked all the damage I could and ran off again. Oh, and I didn't understand where I got the kill from, but it turns out it was the turret. But yeah, Graves dies. That's our ADC, folks. That's the type of people I have to deal with. So, could I have actually played this any better? Probably, actually. I probably should have... I didn't want to overly pop Ghost, because I had no reason to. Caitlyn was right here. I came from behind them. And me running around faster wouldn't have done anything. Right. All I had to do was poison everyone, annoy Caitlyn, apply poison to as many people as I could. Right. So at this point in time, Graves was secure. Diana was backed up, Eve was backing off, so that's why I went for all of them again. So I just led the charge in, which is fine. And I just assumed, right, I can at least deal with these 4 people and then just do something to them. And before I put a ball like a chew, leave the building. Luckily, Trundle took the bullet for me, whether he liked to or not. I think I might have survived just, but no. That was the game plan. I did my part. Zoned out Caitlyn, secured the ADC, then went back to annoy everybody again. No, there's nothing about it. So we lost the middle in him, right? I still believe we lost the middle in here purely because people didn't listen to me when I said I'm going to go deep push, like just get bot rolling as quickly as we can and just stay mid before they push it in. We lost 2 turrets and an inhibitor purely because people were so freaking stupid. And this is what I mean by I ran around without my ult and I died. Hilariously. If I had an ult, I probably would have lived. But alas, without it, I didn't. And then, was this the reason they went for Baron? The answer was probably no. They saw Trundle here, so they knew it was completely and utterly safe. Right, 4v5 is still doable. As you'll see later, you have enough damage. Baron will act as your 5th player. But Swain wasn't here, and more importantly, Trundle wasn't here. They probably had no idea Swain wasn't here, but as you'll see later... Right, Graves by himself, those 2 managed to knock off 50% of their HP. Honestly, they probably could have taken that. But, as it was, Trundle was saying, meh, Syndra's dead. It was a free Baron anyway. I shouldn't have died, true fact. But, I still don't maintain that's why they did Dragon. And at this point in time, I'm actually scared of Diana, and going, sod it, I'll just... play a bit more safe. There's no way they can push us anyway. At the very minimum, you will never be able to push against a Singed. So this is where Singed comes in really handy by getting rid of waves as quickly as you can. Except why is everyone here again? I don't know. So we lose that turret, and this is looking incredibly south. I went and bought a Frozen Heart because at this point in time it was just auto attack based, auto attack based, auto attack based. Why not? It's not auto attack based, but Diana without the ability to proc her passive all the time is a lot weaker. Is how I thought about it. So Irelia needs it for her hit and style. Caitlyn is an ADC, and this does not look good at all. Right, down in here, almost certain that we'll lose another one. Right, I'm just waiting for Graves to get completely blown up. Except they have Baron buffers why I don't want to fight this. So at this point in time I'm getting Home Guard boots. Although it doesn't proc. And we are not looking great. And my mind's sort of sod it. They have the Baron buff true, but if we lose all 3 inhibitors it's game over either way. So I wanted to go in and fight this. Trundle delightfully blocks me off. But oh well, we managed to buy ourselves a little bit more time. So I quickly go over and poison this stuff so it doesn't push on our inner turrets too much. Except then Diana actually screws up. Graves flashes on the spot, but Diana screws up, fails to kill Graves. I have no idea how she failed to kill Graves, but Graves does hurt a fair amount, I guess. Or maybe it was just lucky criticals. But we got a saving grace. My next push then to get Abyssal Scepter. I went the magic resist route after that unfortunate altercation with freaking Diana over here. It was just not going to do it again. One more MR, voice staff or not, it only cuts part of it, not all of it. So bots pushing out, they no longer have Baron buff, although it's just Diana is rather not tanky. As items, Graves is probably going to die horrifically. And I want to fight this. And again, Trundle freaking blocks me with that goddamn pillar of his. Wonder Savior in here, just running around trying to buy as much time as we can, waiting for something to happen, and I get blocked for a fucking second time in this small skirmish. I cannot bloody believe this. But I'm trying to, like Diana gets low, so we're all trying to, so that's why I'm hanging around trying to kill her first to secure Graves. Graves is now secured, I then go back over the rest of them. Although no, because Janna says so. I mean, when it comes, what was the order now? We killed 3. Graves and possibly Trundle should go and push, right? And like Singe and I as someone just deal with the creep because we'll do it faster. Do they listen to me? Nope. Fuck my life. It's so hard leading scrubs. Right. Also, I'd like to point out this is the biggest case of like what was it in Dark Souls? There was a great deal of nope and then turning the fuck around again. This was one of the highlights of the game where Caitlyn like caliber nets in and goes, "Fuck this! I am leaving the building." I wonder what she was thinking. Like, they're probably not doing Drake. I'll just go and take it for my team. Caliber nets in. Well, fuck, I don't want to be here anymore. So, Caitlyn smashes down. Right, neither of us want to smite Drake because we know Baron is up. It is literally a huge disadvantage. It's like a lot of advice. Like if we knew one of us is smite, they go for Baron. They don't have smite. I will smite it from them, especially since it's not Cho or Nunu. So both of them have smite up. And that Eve could not say, but if we catch someone, or we thought we would catch someone, Zara then makes the play, or tries to make the play, but they flash out of it, so I follow up on it, and again, I'm trying to, actually no, I was torn between 2 ways. Right, Diana had jumped in, so died. I then went for Eve because I really reckon that these 4 people should be able to take care of Diana, and so there was like a bit of a conflict. Some are saying just push the freaking turret and inhibitor, And the rest of us was saying go for Baron, as neither of them are supposed to be bad calls, but I would have gone for the turrets more. I don't know. So I recalled the first, because when it comes to taking down Baron, etc., poison AoE is not overly... I'll put it this way, it's much more effective doing this, getting rid of all these creeps and saving the inhibitor, than it was just adding a few extra ticks of damage to the Baron. So push us back out. Quickly, smoothly, seamlessly. And I am full build. What I was going to say? Using glue, you like at a higher level, right? It's not actually that hard. You literally just shove glue on top of your top of your ADC. Your ADC runs over it. The enemy bruiser tries to run over it and gets slowed for a hilarious amount. What happens at a lower level? Your ADC sits there and takes it to the face. So sod it. What is the point of trying to peel with like non-obvious abilities? Like, I will fling this person away from you. Like, this is a really good peeling ability. It's just people take it to the face regardless, because kiting is obviously for fucking retards. So I was actually on comms with Dark Idiot saying Graves is in a shit position. Right. We have no idea where Eve was. Like, we were wondering whether Eve was going to go around and backdoor the inhibitors, in which case we did, we'll just go straight in for it. But more to the point was, we had seen, or more to the point, did we know where Diana was? I was almost certain that Diana was on this side. Yeah, we did know Diana was on this side. Why, in a million years, did Graves decide to go, therefore, down here, on the side that we knew Diana was on? I don't know. He literally just comes down here like, hi, Diana's right here. I hope she won't come and rape my face. He dies. Am I speechless? Yes I am, because that was fucking retarded. So what are we doing now? It's just, oh god, our ADC's dead. I need to run, like, just run. Run and kill who I can. Save who needs saving, kill the rest. It was 2 for 2, but we had Baron buff and we lost our ADC. It was literally as soon as this fight started, it was just panic stations. I even said, Graves gonna go over here, we don't know where Eve was, right? I just call it assassin sense, so that she's probably here. There's a bush here, she'll just come around the side, there's no reason for her to stay here, she'll probably be on one or either side, probably on this side. Diana was, sod that, Diana was definitely here. What is Graves die? Oh, fuck. And so we're trying to run after and save him. Doesn't work. Was it a mistake therefore to like not stay on this side as well? I don't know. I want to spread out so he wouldn't get completely killed, but on hindsight I probably should have just tried and save him more, but I ran back over here in order to try and kill Diana. I failed because Janna's a freaking cock blocker. And yeah. We kill Eve, we kill Irelia. Ironically, 2 people who dived onto Graves, but not good. So that's done. I then go push top out again just to annoy people. And it's literally now at this phase just making the right decisions. Right. The idea was there would be one of me pushing and there were 4 of them as a group making sure that they didn't die, didn't get caught. Because at the end of the day, what are their initiation abilities beyond Eve, like managing to stealth something in or being picked off by Diana? Oh yeah, did I mention what Graves' reason was for being picked off by Eve? We didn't have an oracles. Zyra had a fucking oracles. I had an oracles. What do you do? Let's walk into the fucking bush. Right. This game, I feel like I earned my keep, but more to the point, I earned my fucking temper with random idiots. And yeah, when I said I had a game plan, it was, right, Ire's up here, no matter what the hell happens, at least I will be able to push past an Ire. Swain gets caught. Right, he's in a bad spot. But he should be able to stay alive at least. And but no, he dies. But at the same time, what is Caitlyn doing here? Your team might screw up, but believe me, their team is just as freaking retarded. Let's walk all the way up to Swain and hope he's actually nowhere near here. Why is Caitlyn in melee range of Swain? You know, I'm one of the longest range ADCs in like the game. I better fucking stay in melee range. Gets completely effing obliterated by Graves, which freaking serves her right, and then Eve is dead as well. So in the meantime, I had pop, Ghost and ult in order to run up here as quick enough. It's like, I'll slow down, I'll feed it to Graves, that's done, keep moving. I then got Blade of the Ruined King, so I got slowed down a little bit. But it's more, I couldn't dive that. Because I wouldn't be able to catch up to them in time. I think this is more a game of bloody hell. His Graves is retarded, but... I have to keep up with these mistakes somehow. We're going to at least have to point these out. Hopefully you won't. But bloody hell, we managed to come back from being 2 inhibs down. So, final example of peeling for your ADC. And this is broken now. GG, well played. Final example of peeling for ADC. Okay, it's not fair because it's 1v4, but... See what I mean? This is exactly what goddamn happens. This is actually a brilliant effing example of what you need to do. Right? Why? Because tanky melee bruiser will rush in and then will proceed to attempt to slice up your AD carry's face. What does your AD carry do? Sit there and take it because fuck logic. No, that's not true what he did at all. He wasn't even there. Sorry I'm going through this again. This is just to express a point of how hard it is to peel for people sometimes. Right? Oh god, everything's warping. Shit. Never mind. Put it this way. Graves was not actually there. Can I get this to work if I do nothing to it whatsoever? We saw it was before, but I'll just talk through this. Fling Bruiser away, put glue underneath him in between the path. See, just sits there and takes it. Fling Irelia away, put glue in between the Bruiser and your ADC, and hope for the best. Oh my god, why do I have all the retarded ADCs? I'm so freaking tired, but at the same time, I guess another for 2 weeks, you know, 3 videos to enjoy. Or not, maybe you're just as freaking angry as I am, in which case, thanks, I guess? Other closing notes. Replay email, you can still send stuff to me. As long as it's in the after the Fraser's patch, I will be able to review what you want me to review, as long as I have the time for it. Game-wise, I have started playing ranked games with pretty much anybody. Just need to ask me in-game about it, and I'll give you more details about that. Otherwise, yeah, good luck, have fun.